Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and today we are at Disneyland to do a pin trading tips video. I've never really done pin trading here at Disneyland, so this is going to be an experiment for both you and I, so let's get going. This tips video is going to be a little bit different than my normal format. You're still going to get some talking head, as I prefer to call it, when the camera's just on me. But this is also going to be kind of a vlog because we are going to do this together. Now, as we're walking into Frontierland here, it is helpful to point out that there is an official pin trading meetup over here off to the left. So this group over here, this is a, it's not Disney, but it is like an official spot. In fact, if you look on Disney's website, they will tell you that this is the official spot. They kind of used to take over more of Frontierland, but they've moved them to these tables so that they don't take up the benches that are around the area. They've added these tables. So Disney really does basically sanction this. And this is an official, like, hardcore pin trading area. If you love pins, this is the place that you need to come. These are your people right here. But they do not have to trade with you. Cast members around the park will have to trade with you. There are some limits, there are some instructions there. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But just be aware that this area, they don't have to, but it is a great spot to check out right inside the Frontierland area. Now, our first order of business is going to be to come to the Westward Ho Trading Company here in Frontierland, because this is one of a couple locations around Disneyland where they're going to have the most selections of pins. You just walk in here and you can see the pins all over the wall. They're going to have these by categories. We've got Mickey and Friends. We've got a whole section for Winnie the Pooh. Princesses down here. Well, this is probably just princesses continued. We've got holidays and celebrations. So we have some dated pins. Already got some 2025 pins coming out here. And these are all 2025 pins. We've got a Stitch 2025 pin here. So much more, some Christmas pins, lots of dated and seasonal things. Here's what's new. So this whole wall is going to be new pins. They have so many options and choices. Animated features, pins on the animated classics, Pixar, and we've even got some Star Wars down this way. Occasionally they'll have some limited edition pins up. I did not see any in a quick pan, but then they also have starter sets, and we're going to have to grab ourselves a starter set while we're here because I don't have any pins. I don't have a pin lanyard, and they've got 2024 pins here. But just be aware that the pins that are in the starter sets are actually exclusive to those starter sets. You see how we've got these 2024 pins, but if we come down to these 2024 pins, you won't find them down here. They are exclusive to these starter sets, and they have tons of different starter sets and packs that you can purchase here. Let's take a look at a couple of these sets. So this is a 2025 pin set with 6 pins on it, and the price listed for it is $44.99. So that's less than, I don't know, like $8 a pin. I'm just trying to do quick math here. Less than $8 a pin. A lot of the pins here are like $12 plus if you're looking at individual pins. So these pin sets, they are definitely good ideas. Yeah, also $55 or $45 here for this set of 6. You'll also notice on the back, you'll see these Mickey shaped pin backs. Now, a lot of people online actually recommend that you get locking pin backs because these don't lock and they can fall off relatively easily, and the last thing that you want is to lose your pin because the pin back fell off. So a lot of people will recommend the locking pin backs. I don't think they sell them here. We'll take a look. So you can see the Mickey backs there. This one is $34.99 for 4 pins. And especially when you're looking at these starter sets, I would recommend finding a starter set that has a lanyard pattern that you really like, but additionally has some pins that you really like. Now, you may say, you know, I am a huge Lilo and Stitch fan, and I'm a huge Finding Nemo fan, but I'm not a big Pinocchio fan or Little Mermaid fan. What you can do is you can buy the starter set, and then these 2 pins are what we would call trading fodder, cannon fodder. I don't know that, I'm sure there's an official term for it, but buying pins that you don't necessarily want so that you can feel comfortable trading them away. Because I feel like if you were to purchase a pin that you really loved, let me see if I can find, like maybe, you know, you purchased this pin, right? You purchase it because you really like it and you think it looks cool. This pin is yellow. We'll look at the pricing for in a minute. Oh, also notice this for the end of the year here. Limited time bonus, 50% off select dated items. So that's a really good as well. But if you buy this pin because you really want it, you're not going to want to trade it, right? So you need to be able to pick up some pins that you don't mind trading away, and you kind of want to do that at the cheapest possible price point. So that's where a lot of these sets of 6 are going to be great, because if you only want Mickey here, or you want Dale, and that's all you want, then you can trade the rest of them away. And here is the pricing of those. So the yellow pin is $14.99. The cheapest is the silver for $12.99. The most expensive is pink at $16.99. And again, these are going to be for individual pins. So if we pull this pin off, this one caught my eye here. This one is silver, so this one is $12.99. Now, the one over here that we looked at, this was $15. And because of the 50% discount, that means that this pin is really $7.50. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I actually really like this pin, and we may go ahead and grab it at that discount. So I settled on this pin set. This is the one that I want to buy. I was going to grab a starter set, but this pin set here, I don't really like any of the pins on here, so this will be great for trading. And if we look at the price on the back, it is $34.99, which means that for 6 pins, we are only paying $35. So these are about $6 a piece, which is the best value of the lots that we saw here on the wall. And again, because I don't really like any of these pins, it's going to be great for trading away. I was thinking about grabbing this starter set, but truthfully, I really like all 4 of these pins, and I would feel bad getting rid of any of them. I feel that way about most of the starter sets, truthfully. Like, all of these starter sets have really decent pins. You can also just buy the lanyards by themselves here. They have the lanyards without the pins, and let me see if I can get a price on these, because I'm curious, you know, what the cost differential is. All right, so the lanyards are $14.99 themselves. All by themselves, they're $14.99. And if we come over here to the starter sets, classic Disney, no price on the back of that starter set. How about this one? Nope, not on the back of this one either. Well, that makes it kind of hard, not knowing what the price of the starter sets are. I'll go ask when we check out with these. I'll ask. So I did just check out, and those pins that I purchased, and rather any pins that I end up with at the end of this video, because I don't know what we're going to be trading and whatnot, I'm actually going to give away to all of you guys. So if you want to be entered to win this giveaway, I want you to leave a comment down in the comment section letting me know your favorite Disney character. Let's just go with that. And then also hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. The giveaway will end 1 week after this video is published, so if you look down in the comment section, I will have a pinned comment telling you the end date and the end time, because I really, to be quite honest, I don't know exactly when I'm going to post this video, so it'll be 1 week from the time that this video is published, and all that information will be down below. We will announce the winner via the community posts on YouTube, so be on the lookout for that. I'll also pin the comment here on this video once the winner has been chosen, and we'll respond to that comment as well. What about trading? How do you trade pins? Well, there are lots of different ways to trade, and right outside of that pin trading store, there's this little cart, and over here they have a game that you can play, and this will enable us to trade some pins, so let's give it a try. And so for this game, it looks like we get to pick 2 boxes, and if there are any pins inside that I would like, I can choose to trade, but I don't have to, correct?
Correct.
All right, I will take number 17 and 24. So we've got Chewbacca. Ooh, I actually really like that. And it was in number 17, which is my birthday number, which is great. So I think we're going to trade one of these guys here for Chewbacca. I think we might do the crow. I don't know what that crow is. And there we go. The crow is gone. And Chewie has taken its place. We have Chewbacca here. Looks great. I'm not really good at telling if these are fakes or not, but I'm pretty sure that there are little Mickeys on the back, and I think that's like one of the big indicators that it's real, so if I remember right anyway. So this is great. Now perhaps you're thinking, Trevor, is that really a thing? Do you have to worry about fake pins even at Disneyland? Aren't the pins you're getting from the cast members real and legitimate pins? Well, yes and no. So here's the thing. People buy these like massive lots on Amazon or eBay that the pins are like $1 or $2 a piece, and these are almost always fake pins. I would highly discourage you from purchasing pins from these sorts of places because they are going to be fake pins. Now, you may not care. However, just as a general rule and principle, I would suggest that you not do this just so that you're not flooding the market with fake pins, because what's going to happen is we just did a trade, right? So if you bring in a fake pin, the cast member can't refuse your trade. So if you trade a fake pin for a real pin, now there are going to be fake pins in those boxes and on the boards. We're going to go look at a board here in a second, which is the primary way that you're going to do pin trading at Disneyland, is by looking at boards in the gift shops. But just be aware of fakes. Again, you may not necessarily care one way or another, but some people absolutely will. So I just want to bring it up that you need to just be mindful of that. And if you buy everything straight from Disney, you're going to be most assured that they're not fakes. Look for deals, look for sales. Obviously, we found a 50% off sale on that 2024 pin. You can find sales on Shop Disney as well. In fact, one of our viewers, the Anderson family, shout out to you guys. They told me that they found discounted pins on Shop Disney, so you know they're legitimate and authentic. And so just keep an eye out for those sales. Then you can bring them here into the park, and then you can trade them away for something that you may prefer besides the ones that you bought. Again, look for cheap pins, real pins from Disney that you may or may not like to buy, just so you can trade them away. Now let's go continue doing some more pin trading. Just about any gift shop at Disneyland is going to have pin trading boards inside the store, and this is going to be a place where you can do some pin trading as well. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go up to the cash register and look for the board. And I just asked for it and they brought it out. Here is a look at the pin trading board from Frontierland. This is what it looks like right now. It could change, but we've got all sorts of different pins on here that we can look through and decide if we want or not. After looking at those pins, I decided against doing any trades. I liked the ones that I purchased more than the ones that are on their board. And you may find that that will be the case, that you are, you don't like the ones that are on the board. Again, because they tend to be like cheaper ones, especially if other people have already traded. They've picked out the good ones already. So what are some tips, some ideas in order to be assured that you can get a better selection of pins? Well, according to you guys, because I put this to a community post, since I'm not that well versed with pin trading, I asked you guys who do pin trading if you have any tips for our other viewers. And they said, a couple of you said that make sure that you are doing pin trading first thing in the morning. It is about 10 a.m. right now, and so it's not first thing in the morning, and there's been 2 hours of pin trading going on, so it's possible that any decent pins that were on that board first thing have already been picked through. Also, there are going to be cast members with lanyards and pins throughout the park as well. We're going to see if we can find one, but they said to look for shift changes. I don't really know how you would be aware of shift changes as a casual pin trader like myself who doesn't know very much, but if you get into it more and you get used to the routines and the schedules, look for shift changes of cast members, because the cast members, I guess, take the lanyard they're wearing backstage with them, and then a new cast member comes out with a brand new lanyard filled with brand new pins. So it's going to have a greater selection. It's not going to be picked through already, and these are going to be some ideas for you to get a better selection from the cast member trading locations. Now we're going to check another store, Little Green Store Command. This one I feel like isn't really one that I think of about pin trading, so I want to see if they have a pin board in here. And they do have a pin board in here. Is there anything on here that I like better than what I currently have? Potentially Buzz Lightyear, but again, this also just seems kind of like a simple pin. And then I also like Eve. Eve is really nice. I might trade something for Eve. I think I might trade the cat for Eve, because I can't remember what movie that's from either. So I did just go ahead and take Eve here. I had to take my locking Mickey, or not my locking, it's not a locking pin, but I had to take my Mickey pin back and add it to Eve here. Sorry, it just went out of focus. And then we added the cat pin to the board ourselves. So this one was kind of just self-service, they said, but we went and picked up the Eve pin. Another big pin trading store around Disneyland is going to be here in Tomorrowland. It's the Tomorrow Landing. And you come in here and you'll see there's just as many pins in this location as there were over at the Westward Ho Trading Company. So lots of pins. We also have other trading items in here. We've got Lorcana trading cards. We've got Into the Inklands and Azurite Sea in here. So that's pretty cool. Something we have not yet talked about are these mystery pin boxes. Now this can be a really fun thing to do when you're visiting Disneyland. We used to do this going to Disney World with the Vinylmations. I don't know if you remember the Vinylmations characters that they used to have. I don't know if they still have them, but this is very similar. You can just buy a box, like if we grab this Disney Villains box here, and we don't know what the pin is on the inside. It's $22.99. And it's 8 pins are included, and each box contains 2 randomly selected pins. There we go. There's, well, that's about as close as we're going to be able to get before the focus goes out. So those are the 8 pins that are in this Villains box. And there's all sorts of different boxes around here. We've got some Pixar boxes. We have Big Hero 6, Nightmare Before Christmas, Toy Story 4, Incredibles, even just like a Fantasyland. We've got It's a Small World, a Haunted Mansion one. So there's a lot of different of these mystery pin boxes. And again, the price is $23. But there are 2 pins in this box. Looks like they also have some pin trading accessories in here, different bags. You can see that they've got like these little holes in them, and that's so that you can put the pins through those holes. And this is a clear front so that your pin doesn't get scratched up or fall out, but it can still be visible. And then you put the pin backing on the inside there. Just a nice little bag. Of course, this bag is thicker than just for pins, so you can use the bag for other purposes as well. But then they have like this thing is a premium insert pad. This looks pretty fancy here. They've got different things. Oh, here's the locking pin backs. They do sell the locking pin backs. I'm mentioning those earlier. There are 10 pin backs and 1 tool. And so those are going to help you prevent from losing your pins as well. And we already talked about all the different lanyards, but they have some more lanyards in here as well. There's also something special that you can do with these these mystery boxes. So if you buy this one, since this is a 2-pin box, they have some trades that are up here at the counter that are specifically for people that buy these. So you need to notice that one's labeled as a 2-pin box. So you have to buy this box, you have to open it right here, and then you can trade one of the pins that are inside this box for one of the pins that are in this selection. And they have these boxes for single pin packs as well as 5-pin packs. So there are different boxes with different pins that you can trade, but you have to make a purchase first. So I did go ahead and purchase a Haunted Mansion pin pack, mystery pin pack, and I am going to give this box away to another viewer here on the channel. Same way that you entered the previous giveaway, it's the same. I'm just going to pick 2 winners. The first winner is going to be for the pack of 6 pins that we purchased, and the ones that we traded for, of course. And then the second winner is going to get this mystery box as well as the 2024 pin that we purchased earlier. So there'll be 3 pins for the second giveaway, 6 pins in the first giveaway. Look at it as a first place and second place prize, if you will. I did learn a little bit more about those trading boxes in there while I was chatting up with the ladies as I was checking out. And the reason why you have to purchase the box first is that they're meant to help you complete a set. So there are 8 total pins that you could get in this particular Haunted Mansion box set. There's only 2 pins in this box. So if you were to buy a second box and you were to get a duplicate, you could go up to that box that they have in there and you could trade one of your pins for one of the other pins that are in the set. And by doing this, they're ensuring that the pins that are in those boxes are pins from these mystery box sets so that people can use them as a way to complete their collection. So really great idea if you are interested in trying to get all 8, is check out those boxes in the actual pin trading stores. Now, she thought I wanted to trade, so she actually cut the seal, the tape on this box. I don't. I'm going to leave it a mystery, and I just want you to know that the tape is cut, whoever wins this. I did not open it, I did not look at them, I did not mess with the pins. The pins that are in here are indeed the pins that that I just bought. But they cut the seal because they thought I wanted to trade them. But it was too late by the time I mentioned it. Oh well, it's no big deal. It's really not that big a deal to me. I hope it's not that big a deal to you either. Anyway, we're gonna go look for some more pin trading opportunities. We did find another pin board here outside of the Star Wars launch bay, and this pin up here in the top left immediately caught my eye as a Star Wars fan. So I think we're gonna trade one of these guys for the Star Wars pin. Maybe we'll go with the little guys from Hercules here. Well, I just did some more standard trading, just did a pin board, and so I did not film that. But this is going to be the board as we end it for the giveaway. So I actually just traded out that Star Wars Empire one that I just picked up in exchange for this little Halloween Stitch. Just because I wasn't sure if that Empire one was fake, I looked at the back of it and it did not look like the back of the rest of the pins, and I didn't want to give you a fake pin. The rest of these 6 all have very similar back patterns. And then I also traded for an Elsa. So I felt like we got a wide range of beloved characters here, from Chewbacca, Stitch, and Elsa, in addition with some of the other characters as well. So this hopefully will be a nice range of characters for anybody who would want to win this particular pack. There are other pin trading opportunities available around the park. There's trivia that you can do. I also talked with another cast member about cast members with lanyards. They said that those are kind of harder to find because cast members don't have to wear them. It's just if they chose to grab one in the morning whenever they went out for their shift or not. So you have to just keep an eye out. There's no specific locations for those, but they are different opportunities. There's just a standard pin trading. There's lots of pin trading opportunities. Of course, you can also pin trade with other guests. If you're just walking around and you see someone wearing a lanyard, if they're wearing a lanyard, there's a good chance that they probably want to pin trade. Otherwise, those things are heavy, they're bulky, there's really no reason to want to wear one. They can turn you down though. They're not like cast members that that have to trade with you. If you are just wanting to trade with a regular, ordinary guest, be mindful they can say no, but it never hurts to ask. Pin trading opportunities abound here at Disneyland. It is a fun little thing to do. You can make a tradition out of it. Buy a new mystery pin box every time you come, or buy a set that you found online and just come here and trade away. Really fun to do. I've had a blast doing it this morning. Never done pin trading before, and it might have to be something that I consider doing in the future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Click the video on your screen to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.